Hi, we're here in College Coffee and I'm joined by James and Keith, who play John Paul and Finn. As I'm sure many of you will know, James and Keith are currently involved in a long-running, hard-hitting Hollyoaks storyline, which is the homophobic bullying and rape of John Paul by his student Finn. I'm here to find out how this event will affect the characters and to ask some of the questions you, the viewers, may have. First off, how has the storyline got to this point?
It's been going on for a couple of months now. It starts off with sort of verbal bullying from Robbie and Finn. It progressively gets worse in sort of really quite horrific homophobic slurs and some real serious bullying. And
why does Finn do it?
For Finn, it's all about power and control. I've always played Finn as the nervous kid that stands in the back, but we've played a complete change between Robbie and Finn, and Finn's taking control of a situation more than what he has done before.
Why wasn't it Robbie instead of Finn?
It's genuinely down to power control.
And is that to make you more powerful than Robbie?
It makes Finn feel like he's the one that's on top of the hierarchy. He's always felt the lowest of the hierarchy in terms of everything, school, family, and anything that Finn goes.
And don't forget that, I mean, sorry to interrupt, but don't forget that Robbie has pretty much bullied Finn as well.
Yeah.
Throughout the storyline. Yeah. He's goaded him and bullied him and made him feel really weak and really small.
And it's been the case since I first joined.
A question that a lot of our viewers have is, how did Finn find the physical strength to overpower John Paul?
I think that's one of the things that we've tried to stress, is that it's not all physical. It's not about a physical act. It's more to do with how someone fears someone so much to be paralysed and in a state of shock enough to not react and not do anything back.
And does this mean that Finn is gay?
No, that's one of the things that, again, we want to stress, is that it's not sexually driven. It's down to power and control and taking away someone's manliness from them.
So, does John Paul feel he is to blame?
I think to some extent he does, yeah. John Paul doesn't run away. He doesn't really fight back. He doesn't really have the opportunity, but in his head he doesn't fight back. So, you know, why didn't he? Why didn't he fight back? Well, the answer is because he was completely frozen with fear. It's a terrifying experience for him. But in his own head, he struggles to justify that.
Why doesn't John Paul tell the police who the attacker was? I
think a lot of it is to do with his embarrassment. He feels ashamed. He feels quite dirty, and he feels like people are going to judge him. He's in shock as well, for one. But he's still questioning why he didn't stop it, why he didn't do anything.
Keith, how have you dealt with this storyline?
It can be seen as a real challenge. And I do see it as a challenge, but I also see it as an opportunity for me to get my teeth into and actually research something.
If I can just add, I think Keith's created a very rich, complex character. Finn's not this pantomime villain that you know, people expect this sort of behaviour from. He's from a fairly decent family, and he's a good kid at a decent school, and he's a bright, intelligent boy that just goes down this really dark path. That's fair.
Yeah.
What will the rape mean for Finn and John Paul?
I mean, it changes both characters. I don't think either character can really come back from that in the same way. For John Paul, it changes him hugely. You see this outgoing, confident man. You know, he's a family man. He's got a son. He's raising a son. He's got a good job. You see this man just internally just be completely destroyed.
But the bullying campaign does continue. It's not just a short storyline.
It's a long running.
I imagine now Finn's in the thick of it, that there's no going back, so it
can
only get worse.
Yeah, there's no going back. Along the line there will be consequences for what Finn has done.
Thanks to both of you for talking to me about the storyline. We'll check in with you further down the line. And remember, if you or anyone you know, male or female, has been the victim of rape, don't suffer in silence. There is always help. Click on the description below for details of organisations that offer help and support.